Good morning, Run Junkies. It is Monday morning, July 22nd. Man, this summer is flying by. And I am up early. It's about 7 o'clock, getting ready to start a new week here. Lots of editing to do, lots of programming to work on, and my son is home all week. No camps, nothing planned. Let's just say it adds a lot of challenge to productivity over the week. Here's the thing, I haven't even closed out last week's video yet, so I gotta do that. It's a rest day for me, and that's good because I need the time. We did a lot of yard work yesterday and I'm very sore, so it's a good thing it's a rest day. But I'm gonna get to work. Here we go.
Out for a super easy 30-minute run. Zone 1. Okay, so it's about 63 degrees. Pretty humid for Colorado. Zone 1 was elusive today. What that means for me is about 141 beats per minute or lower. I kept popping up in zone 2, which is about 141 to 150 something. I want to say 155. Problem with that is that, I mean, I could do a couple of different things with that. I could really try to force zone 1, but something's going on today. Either it's humid and hot. It's not hot, but my body's reacting to something in such a way that my heart rate is higher. It could be stress. It could just be stress. It could be lack of sleep. So today I'm like, okay, I'm not going to force zone 1. I'm going to run by feel. So that's still like a 15.5-minute mile. I just have to kind of go with the flow. Run by feel. I'm not worried about mileage. I just rolled over 2 miles in 30 minutes, guys. Okay, so after my run, I'm really trying to make it a new habit, actually reestablish the habit of foam rolling, stretching, and doing some kind of strength work right after my run. Today I did my core workout and I did some yoga, and now I'm doing 15 minutes of foam rolling before I jump in the shower. I just set a 15-minute timer and it felt like forever. And I finally asked, because I set a timer over there on, Miss Alexa back there. And I came back what felt like an hour later, and she said, I still have 10 minutes left in the timer. I have to do the foam rolling. It just hurts.
Broccoli. The wonderful taste of broccoli can make your mouth feel like it's been eating trees for weeks. And it's so delicious that you can't have more. You have to buy 1 box and then you can have more than 1 broccoli. Ooh. What are you? Okay.
It's about time. I've been waiting for this forever.
Okay, the Garmin Forerunner 735 XT. This is a multi-sport watch, specifically for triathlon, but it can also be used for other multi-sport type things. That was rude. Look, yay. I'm so excited to play with this, but I have to charge it first. I've wanted one of these since 2013. And I have my new Garmin 735 XT. I'm about to go for a swim. This is the swim heart rate monitor chest strap. I'm going to try this out. I tried it on last night. And we'll see how it goes. I have a swim test today. So it's, gosh, what is it? So it's a bunch of 50s down and back with a rest in between, an easy progression. And then I take a rest and I do a 400-meter test swim. Now I did this, gosh, I wanna say 6 weeks ago. And I did that 400 meters in 7 minutes and 47 seconds. So the idea is, if it's a benchmark, I'd like to try to beat that. We'll see how it goes today.
First swim with the new watch. I have a lot to figure out. I don't think I did something right, and it didn't count all of my laps. Hopefully I can go in and manually change it. I did a 1650, but it only recorded a 975. The victory is that I beat my swim test from week 3, so 6 weeks ago. 6 weeks ago I did a 747 on the 400, and this week I did a 733. So okay guys, the next thing I got to figure out is how do I get the cadence sensor to pair with this watch. At one point it was connected to the computer. I'm going to see if I can get it to work here. Settings, sensors and accessories. Okay. Add new. Let's see. External heart rate. Speed cadence. Ha! Maybe searching for sensor. Come on. It says I'm supposed to get it within like a centimeter. Oh! It found it! Yeah! It found it! Yay! Speed cadence. Perfect. I think that worked. Now it says it's connected. Oh, that's exciting. I made it work. I did something right. Small victories. Okay, cool. Now that means I can take this guy out on the road or ride it on the trainer, and this will tell me my cadence and my speed regardless of whether or not I'm outside or inside. Super cool. Good morning, guys. 5:30. On Thursday morning, the sun is coming up. I'm waiting for the sun to come up. I'm headed out for a bike ride this morning. Easy bike today. I will go outside for this one so I can test the 735 out on the road, just see how all of it connects and see what kind of data I get. Like I said, it's an easy bike, but there are challenging elements to it. It's a short ride. It's probably the shortest ride on the training plan, actually, as far as I could tell. 50 minutes, I think, tops. So the sun's gonna be up here in about 20 minutes. I'm gonna make my way outside, get that done. We have a lot on the docket today. We have a training session with the dog. My son has his tutor come over, and lots to do. I have training plans to write. I have a podcast to edit. I have my update to edit. I have to shoot some video. A lot to do today. I get the feeling I'm going to be working again this weekend. Well, it is warmer and more humid than I expected it would be walking out this morning. It's nice, and once I start moving, I'll feel a little cooler, but I feel a bit overdressed. I will wear this bright yellow, even though it's a jacket. I will wear it because I want to be seen. Okay, you guys, happy Friday. Whew. We were gonna go to Aurora Reservoir today. We were gonna bring the paddleboard out. I was gonna do an open water swim. We decided, nope, we're gonna stay here. And I've got lots of stuff to do. My son has a project for school. It's still summer, but he still has a project for school. Which means it's time for some plan adjustments. If I'm not going open water swimming today, then I do wanna get in a swim. But then that raises the question, what kind of swim do I do? Do I do an easy swim? Do I do something that is less intense? Because I also have a bike test this week, so I have to move some things around. This is the thing with triathlon training. Yes, you can move things around, but then it becomes, okay, what makes the most sense when? Yeah. Man, it gets crazy. So because I have a swim, a bike, and a run, and maybe a second swim, where is all this gonna go? Guys, we're in week 10. I'm finishing off week 9 out of a 12-week training plan, and then we're in week 10. It worked! I'm so excited. So, all right, first off, I changed up my plan when I got in the pool. I'm like, you know what? I need to practice swimming longer periods of time. So I did 200-meter warm-up, then 2 by 500, and then a 200-meter cool down. So, but it worked. The heart rate monitor strap gathered the data, has all good data, and it uploaded it into Garmin Connect, and I have heart rate data for my swims. You guys, I am such a nerd because that really excites me.
Okay, bright and early. It is not quite 7 o'clock on Saturday morning. I'm headed downstairs for a bike ride. This is the bike test that I did probably 6 weeks ago. 33:30 on the 10-mile ride, which is pretty good. I'm gonna see if I can beat that today. Okay, it's been a while since I filled in my Run the Year poster. I just completed 3 more quests, which is exciting. I finished the space station quest. I finished the left-hand quest, 10 miles of the left-hand quest. I finished the marathon quest, 26.2 miles. And then I've started the Switzerland quest. Calendar's starting to fill in quite a bit. I have 1,224 miles on the year so far. Now I'm gonna crunch the numbers here from the bike test. It looks like I went slower on this ride than I did on the first ride I did. However, that said, I think this is a bit more of an accurate assessment of what I'm gonna do on race day. The average miles per hour that I did the first bike test was 17.9 miles per hour. This isn't even 17 miles per hour. So it is significantly slower, but I think what I'm gonna do between this test and the last test, I may crunch those numbers together, average them out, and shoot for that as a race day miles per hour goal. Okay, I came up with 17.15 miles per hour. I think that's a fair evaluation of what I'm gonna be doing on race days. Okay, I'm obsessing. I need to stop.
I got a new helmet. I'm here at Bicycle Center. This is kind of a nice little shop. I didn't know this was here, but I needed a new helmet. I got new sunglasses. You guys are gonna love those. And I got new tires, or tubes, new brain bucket.
Okay, like I said, I did get my new helmet. This is a Specialized, it's not really entry level, but it is a nice cycling helmet. Enough airflow. It's a little bit heavier than a lot of the cyclists, than some of the more expensive ones, but this will do just fine. You can spend a lot of money on a helmet, and the problem with that is that they do fatigue over time. And you're not compromising your safety by getting a less expensive helmet. You are compromising aerodynamics. That's it. So cycling helmet, regardless of how much you pay, a good cycling helmet will protect your head in a crash, and that's kind of the key, isn't it? So got this new guy. I like it. Does look pretty cool, right? That's pretty neat. Good profile. I got Tifosi sunglasses. The sunglasses I have are Smith right now, and the nose piece keeps breaking, so I got these. Very excited about them. I know they look so. I'm not crazy about how they look, but they are actually quite comfortable. These don't have interchangeable lenses. As you can tell, they're a clear lens, but they will change color in the sunlight. I don't know how the guy at the shop figured it out, but my husband was wearing the 10K, Star Wars 10K t-shirt today. I'm wearing my Princess Leia General Leia shirt, and I had my Star Wars purse on me. So I don't know how he figured out that we were Star Wars fans, but he did point out that these are like Stormtrooper sunglasses. So I'm like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, okay. That kind of made my decision for me. So I'm very excited. This is my new look. I'm glad I got all of this stuff taken care of. I'm gonna show you what these look like outside. Okay guys, I'm gonna close it out this week. It was a really good training week, and we are coming up on the end of July here. By the time you guys see this, we are well into August. So let me tell you about what's happening in the month of August. We are wrapping up summer. We are wrapping up the triathlon training plan. So the first full week of August, really hard week of training. Second full week of August, I taper for Outdoor Divas Triathlon. That is on August 18th, 2 weeks from the time this video posts up. Then I am taking a full week in recovery. I need to unpack that, but that is also right after the triathlon is when my son goes back to school the very next day. So my son's back in school, and I'm recovering from the triathlon. Recommendation from Coach Christine is to take the whole week off, just hold down the couch, and I tend to agree on principle because that would be the smart thing to do. But I may go a little stir crazy. I've been anxious to start goofy training, but I know I need to be very careful about just making sure that I go into that healthy. So depending on how I feel after Outdoor Divas, I will depend on what I do for that first week after. And then the week after that, I start Goofy Challenge training. So really it's a marathon training plan that I've adapted a little bit. I will be posting my training plan, my month-to-month training plan, on the blog at gofindyourawesome.com. So look for that coming up. Also coming up on Tuesday, I will be unboxing and reviewing, it's not really either, but just giving my first impressions of the Garmin Forerunner 735 XT. I'm really excited about this watch. I've been really enjoying what I can get out of this watch and what it is showing me about my fitness and my activity. Also coming up this week on the podcast, Jen and I talked to our very dear friend Gerald Resnick over at Res Runs. So he's going to tell us a lot about what he's been through in the last 4 or 5 months since the Star Wars half marathon weekend, his injury and how that has affected him and what he has planned going forward. So please check that out as well. Guys, all of those links are in the description below. You can follow me on Strava and see how all of this stuff translates. You can see all of the podcast links as well. Otherwise, you guys, it was a great training week. My question for you today is, do you have a fun device? What do you use to track your workouts? Please leave thoughts, questions, comments, and suggestions in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe. Lots of great stuff coming up in August. That's going to be it for me today, you guys. Until I see you on the next one, go find your awesome and happy running.